Hi, I'm Dr. Sheila, and next with freemeal.org, we have Amy from Revival Kitchen. She's going to be cooking something very delicious for us. Hi, it's Dr. Sheila with freemeals.org, and now we're going to have a special guest called Amy, who's going to be teaching us how to make something very delicious. Hi, it's Dr. Sheila from freemeals.org, and now we have a special guest who's going to be teaching us something fun and exciting from Berkeley. Her name is Amy from Revival Kitchen. Hi, Amy, how are you?
Hello, everybody.
Where are you, Amy?
We're here in Berkeley. We're working on a very interesting signature dish, which is basically it's a vegan paella.
Wow.
So what you do is you take some day-old rice that's been in the refrigerator and you start to fry it with a little bit of garlic.
How much garlic do you need?
What's that?
How much garlic?
Oh, I used about a quarter teaspoon. So this is a very economical dish. It's very easy to make, and everybody has rice usually. And often we have leftover rice in the fridge and we don't know what to do with it, but it makes an excellent kind of stir fry or you know, a next day rice dish. It's the best thing to do with day-old rice. So here we have all of our vegetables. So we like to make this dish vegan because we have quite a few vegans in Berkeley. So here I have some roasted squash. I have some snap peas, some green onions, some cherry tomato, and some shaved fennel. Very easy to find ingredients, nothing is expensive, and together that makes a pretty delicious vegetable-centric dish.
So what kind of oil are you using there to fry with?
I like to use olive oil, especially with Mediterranean food. Okay, so first, I have preheated my pan. Very important. So I'm getting a little bit of golden color on my rice. And then I have my paella pan here, which is not necessary. You can do it in just any pan. It's just fun in a restaurant to have all these cool different pans. So it's sauteing my roasted squash. And then to that, I'm going to add some of my snap peas. And then, of course, a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper. So I keep an eye on this rice and I keep stirring it until it gets some gold color. And then I let my vegetables work over here. Now the rice is starting to jump in the pan. That means it's ready. So I'm going to transfer it to my paella pan and I'm going to press it down and let it get a crust on the bottom.
So what's the difference between a normal pan and a paella pan?
Well, it's a very thin pan. And it's a single wall pan, not like a double wall stainless steel pan. So that's going to help develop the crust right now. We're going to just let that sit there and it's going to get the crust on the bottom.
So if we don't have a paella pan, can we just use any kind of pan?
You could use any pan. You could use, you know, if you're making this for your family, you could use just like a saute pan like that, or, you know, any kind of saute pan. You could use a casserole or lasagna pan. It doesn't matter as long as you can get it on some kind of steady source of heat to help that crust at the bottom develop. Okay, so now I'm adding my shaved fennel. And I'm gonna put a little more salt. And I'm letting all my vegetables start to cook. And then I'll throw in a few of my cherry tomatoes. And then I'm gonna check my rice. Okay, so it's not quite there.
So Amy, fennel, what kind of herb is that?
What kind of rice?
Well, fennel, what is, it's a herb.
Oh, fennel.
Mm-hmm.
This is just beautiful, local, organic California fennel sliced thin. It's easy to find. It's available year-round in California, and it's delicious. We use it all year round. We love it. Now, Sheila, I should tell you about the sauce. I can share this recipe with you. This is really what makes this vegan dish so interesting. So here I have a bunch of blanched herbs and kale with some almonds and some miso.
Wow.
So it's very flavorful. Those things combined make it kind of creamy and also tangy and really interesting, really good with the rice, and also heart healthy and still vegan. But the miso and the almonds help make it unique. Okay, now here I'm starting to get a nice little crust on my rice. And my vegetables are looking beautiful. Once these guys are tender, I'm gonna add my spinach. Where's the salt? Okay. Spinach. And then I'm gonna add a little more salt and pepper. And then it's going to be time to put in the green onion. And now the sauce. So I'm going to take this beautiful mixture of parsley, basil, cilantro, and kale.
And how much of each do we put in that? And do we just blend it in a blender?
Yeah, I'm going to send you the recipe, but I made a 2-quart batch, and I used 1 bunch of parsley, 1 bunch of cilantro, 1 bunch of basil to 1 head of kale,
Mm-hmm.
to 1/2 cup of almonds, and 2 tablespoons of miso and some water.
And where do we get miso from?
To help mix that up, I just added like about 1.5 tablespoons of water. And so I'm gonna make my green, basically what's called green rice.
Amy, can you move the camera so we can see the pan? Oh, beautiful.
So I'm gonna let that continue to get a little crispy on the bottom. And then my veggie mix, my veggie mix is done. So now, while my rice is finishing, I'm gonna let my veggies rest. And then I'm gonna let that finish. And that's just, it just continues to develop a really nice crust on the bottom. And I press it into the pan as well. So Sheila, this is a very easy and also very affordable dish that can be made with any variety of ingredients. people wanted to substitute their favorite things right now or vegetables if they have a garden. Like a lot of people have been planting vegetables during this pandemic. They can use eggplant, tomato, broccoli, cauliflower. It doesn't matter. You can build it to your taste and to the preferences of your family. We in Berkeley, we have a lot of vegans, so we like to blend things that have some spicy, some tangy, the crunchy. We try to get that all in there.
Wow.
So now I have my paella pan.
Wow, that looks delicious.
I've chopped it, and then I'm gonna take, I have some crunchy garbanzo beans, which we cook them and then we fry them lightly.
Mm-hmm.
So that makes a really nice texture and contrast to the creaminess. And I also have a few fried capers, and I'm gonna put those on top. So now my dish is ready.
Wow, that looks delicious.
It's, you know, the other thing that's great about a paella or a rice dish is it's so fast. It's so fast. You just, as long as you have some rice that you saved from the day before, it's quite easy to just stir fry it and pick it back up. And all your veggies are also easy to have at home, whatever veggies you like. And there you have it.
Wow, thank you so much, Amy. Now, is this something that we can get in your restaurant?
Yes, this has been a classic dish for us since the pandemic started. We do the paella different ways throughout the year. And this one is the summer version because this green sauce with the basil and the almonds and the parsley, cilantro, and kale is just very fresh for summer. In the winter, we'll do a tomato sauce that's heavier. But for now, this is something fun for summer.
Well, we definitely need some fun. Wow, that looks so delicious.
It's easy to make. None of those ingredients are expensive. The sauce, if you make a batch of the sauce, you could keep some in the freezer. You could keep it for a week or so. You can use the sauce for other things. You can just use the sauce. You can eat it with vegetables, or you could use it as a salad dressing. It's very versatile.
That's great, and we'll be getting a copy of that sauce recipe for that.
Yes, I will send.
That's your secret sauce recipe that we are so lucky at freemeals.org to get a copy of. I'm so excited.
Yeah, we don't mind sharing. We want everybody to eat healthy. And
wow,
look at that.
Great.
Crunchy garbanzos and capers and beautiful cherry tomatoes and spinach. It's healthy. It's full of fiber. It's delicious.
So I definitely encourage our viewers, if you are in California, in Berkeley, to head down to Revival Kitchen and visit Amy, who's like this amazing chef, and she's going to be joining us in future episodes and teaching us some amazing recipes. Wow, let's have a look at your restaurant. That looks amazing.
Yeah, that's our beautiful restaurant. There's Manuel. We have 20 seats outside on the patio during the pandemic. And so we practice all the CDC guidelines for serving safely, and everybody's wearing masks and sanitizing and keeping their hands washed. And
so
we'd love to have you come.
Great place to go, and I can see that. And throughout the whole thing, I could see you had your mask on, and everything's so clean back there. So, I mean, I'm definitely going to come down and enjoy a meal down there, because it just looks like the food is delicious and you guys are so amazing, and you've been helping out with freemeals.org. So we definitely want to make sure that our viewers come down and support your amazing establishment, your amazing restaurant.
Thank you. Yes, and be sure to mention that they saw the video.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Stay safe. Wear your mask.